Hello, it's me James and welcome back to another episode of Simply Survival. One of my favorite things in my survival world is my completely void chunk. For me to have been able to do this, I would have needed to remove the bedrock. Now, I did this in 1.16 when the sign bedrock removing glitch was about. But I get questions about this all the time, like, is there still ways to remove bedrock? And the answer is yes. Yes, there is. So, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to remove bedrock in 100% survival Minecraft. With that being said, let's jump straight on into the video. First of all, let me show you the items that you will need to remove bedrock. And believe me when I say this is resource friendly, it is really resource friendly considering that bedrock is a really hard block and we're not supposed to be able to remove it. All we need to remove this block, or a few blocks at a time, is a nether portal, a form of lighting this nether portal, and a bunch of buckets. Two of them do need to be a source block of water because you will need a bunch of water. And this process is much easier if you have more than one bucket. That's why I've got 8. And once you've got those items, you are now ready to start the process of removing bedrock. Now, the first important thing to do is, of course, find the bit of bedrock that you want to remove. For me, it's all the way down here, down this little hole. Hopefully I don't die. Oh. And the pieces of bedrock I'm going to be removing is this bit and this bit. Just here. Now, once you've found the desired pieces of bedrock that you want to remove, you're going to want to take a screenshot and keep the coordinates for later because you are going to need those coordinates. As I said, we'll get back to that a little bit later, but right now I'm going to show you this process in action so you get a good understanding on how this works. So at the minute, this area is completely just like kind of blank like this, but to get this glitch to work, we are going to have to make it look a little bit like this. Now let me explain. You can see I have basically entirely flooded this area, and I have done that for good reason. This is kind of like a mob spawning, but for portals. Portals cannot spawn on water, so if we have large masses of water around, we are essentially forcing the portal to spawn where we want. Now, what I will say is you do need to be portal proofing a hell of a lot of area. Let me show you exactly how much I've done. Of course, I've done this little bit up here, and we can go further down here to where I've actually had to go inside the caves as well. You can see I've done a fair little bit inside the caves. And if we come out, I've got a bit on the floor just here, and of course down into the area where I want to remove the bedrock. Everywhere apart from those blocks and my 2 desired pieces of bedrock are covered in water. As I said, the idea is to force spawn the portal in this exact location. Now, once you're satisfied that you have portal proofed your area, you're going to want to go to the nether and grab those coordinates that you got earlier. Remember, the portal you enter the nether in now needs to be located away from your area you want to remove the bedrock from, because you don't want this portal to link up with the portals that we're about to make. That would be disastrous. So, to make sure that our portals are linked up exactly right, what we're going to do is grab those coordinates that we had earlier, and we're simply going to divide both of the first and last numbers by 8, as you can see here. At this point, you will get 2 numbers on where you need to build your nether portal. Now, I'm doing this right at the top of the nether, near the bedrock. I don't think the height actually matters, but the reason I'm doing it up here is because it is a lot safer, and it's a really easy access, of course. Once you've done the math and you're happy that your portals are connected perfectly, you're going to want to go through your portal, and with any luck, your portal will break the bedrock first time. Now, I'm not going to lie, I wanted you to see this process working first, hence why I showed you this bit first, but I did not get this to work first time. Let me show you a few examples of where my portal spawned first before it spawned on the bedrock. At one point, I forgot to remove my perimeter border, and the portal decided to spawn there. Now, because I've got huge blown out areas for my perimeter, I kind of have little ledges on the side, which you literally are really hard to find. The only way I could find them was, yeah, when the portal spawned there, like right on the edge. Kind of annoying. Caves. Now, caves were a kind of a big one for me. There were a few caves underneath, or at least near the area of where I wanted to remove bedrock. Kind of lame. But all I did once a portal spawned is I removed the portal. I carried around my buckets of water and portal proofed that area. At one point, you might even find your portals consistently spawning in the air. This is actually a good thing. This means your area is actually portal proofed to the max, and the portal physically can't generate anywhere apart from the air. Now what you're going to want to do at this point is continue to remove the portals and go back through the portal that you set up in the nether, and soon enough the portal will actually spawn on your desired bedrock blocks, removing them. So once I had successfully removed a piece of bedrock using a portal, I wanted to try this out again, so I moved the spot just to the side of that spot, and I also wanted to test out whether placing water in the sky would prevent the portals from spawning up there, meaning this process would be a little bit faster if that worked. However, I very quickly found out that if you just place water in the sky and come back through the exact same portal that we made earlier, that the actual portal itself will just spawn inside the water, which is actually impossible, kind of. Yeah, you can see here it just spawned in the water, which is not actually, as I said, possible. But what I did to kind of fix this is just remove the portal and carry on doing the process, and eventually it basically forced itself to spawn on the bedrock. So you can see here I'm going to go back through that portal that I made earlier, and this time in fact it actually removes the bedrock. So when we actually do get to the portal, you can see that it is the same portal that we made earlier. I've not changed it. I'm going to go through it, and this time it does in fact remove the bedrock. And yeah, so if you wanted to remove a huge piece of bedrock in this area, you could just keep removing the water from certain areas and rinsing, repeating this process. So it very much does still work, although unfortunately sometimes the portals do like to spawn in the sky. Now I think I've covered everything in this video. One thing that I would like to mention as well, this is very much an obsidian generator. You will get yourself a bunch of obsidian from this, so it goes without saying probably best to have a efficiency 5 pickaxe as well, because that's going to be the quickest way in destroying the portals. As I said, I think I've covered everything and given all my tips. Again, if you do happen to do this method and you do get any more tips, let me know in the comments below. Remember, if you need help with this glitch or any other glitch, you can head on over to the Jam Fam Discord server, where you can find information about bugs and glitches, new illegal blocks. You can showcase your seeds if you really want to. You can share your builds with the community. So yeah, if you do need help, you know where to come, the Jam Fam Discord server. So there we have it, how to remove bedrock in 100% survival. Remember, if you need help, I'm going to put the link to the Jam Fam Discord in the description below. That is literally all I've got time for today. I hope this helps you out. I will catch you on the next one.